And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They find some open field here.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Oh, they got the
so from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
No outsiders, no outsiders. Talk about one step.
Young working out of the gun. Smith with a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Shifts by him and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That boy in the line right, buddy. Might go and get him.
On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by
Green out
Lambeau.
there, boy.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Oh, he dropped it. Damn, he didn't catch it. That's going to keep it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bro, I'm trying to play a game, keep up with a draft, and fucking watch it again. This is crazy. Strong slot. Let's do this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week, and that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Whoa.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
What the fuck?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't catch.
I need to check my depth chart, bro. Hold on, man. Something ain't right with my corners. Ooh, that is definitely not how that's supposed to be. Absolutely not. Who's my slot corner? Okay. All right. We good.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That throw by Young incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing, Young.
Holy shit.
This is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now here's Young. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run
the wrong run.
It would have been the wrong field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play action. Now Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Of course, a lot of people in the Twin Cities and these Vikings fans probably remember Rashad Bateman because he played in college for the Golden Gophers in Minnesota. He had 2,400 yards in just 31 games playing for P.J. Fleck and the Gophers. And then the Baltimore Ravens took him in the first round, number 27 overall.
All right, put just lead a plate on the table. I can get it.
On first down, Dobbins. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Why's my screen blank?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with
Dobbins. Let's go,
and
baby.
Dobbins, he is not going to get there.
Do that shit up with my user.
Line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Holy shit. Was that Andrews? It was 88. Damn. It's craziness. Man, go for it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's
out. Let me get that. Come on, bro.
You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe
Come
10.
on, bro.
Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks
corny.
make a drastic shift forward. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
I can root for him now because he ain't a Brown no more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
What's the daisy around here?
Now Young. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A 1st down throw for Young.
What the fuck was that throw?
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
You don't have to
That
hope.
one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
What the fuck was that throw? I lost 2 yards.
They go play action. Young. Smith catches left side.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Young.
Yo, I hit the wrong button. Oh, my damn.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
What the fuck is this
And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
14-point swing just like that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Why is this man tired? Yikes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young to throw it. And this is going to be caught.
I'm getting the worst animations, dog.
So it's incomplete.
I'm getting the worst animations right now.
Yes,
man.
but maybe
like,
here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking
triple
zone,
coverage, but
but
fuck
it's
it.
incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have gone on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Young. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Bro, all right, fam. Go ahead, go for your bomb again, dog. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man complete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Can I not select anything? What the fuck is going on, man? I can't fucking pick a kick. I should pick one automatically. I don't know if you can hear me, bro, but I can't pick shit.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
We good. We Gucci.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here is Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Sheesh.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll play fake. Now Young. This one brought in by Jefferson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Young will set to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's
hell
Smith.
of a lag spike right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. It'll be Young again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Young. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Oh, you run connection,
well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Cook now off the read option. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Yo, what is up with this animation? Like, what the fuck?
And be backed up to the 24.
Oh, my God.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Throwing, Young. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly right to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he will have
a wide open touchdown, dog.
As they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Are you fucking serious?
Left.
Oh, my God.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's what people got to deal with when I got Lamar? Sheesh. I'm not interested. I am not interested.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That they needed.
Oh my God!
In though, and it's 4th down.
Come on, Eddie gonna go for this shit and get it. Watch.
But a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
And
he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That is definitely what we call a defense and play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought, is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Bruh.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Good deal.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Young working out of the gun. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young now. And this is Cook with a grab.
Oh, where's my juke?
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All right.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, Young. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw again. Young. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Young. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 24, Young. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Off the play fake, Young. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. To throw, Young. Firing quickly here.
Bro, what is, yo, did they change that with the update, bro? Like, you can't throw these anymore?
Back to the 8-yard line.
My God.
So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Holy shit. Fucking wild, man.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point
the worst
game.
spacing I've ever seen in my life.
One-man band play there on the
tight end and running back
And
standing
look,
right
let's
next to
face
each
it,
other.
Even
Wow.
quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in
Man,
themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath
I
against
gotta
the
fucking
Giants?
check that up.
Yeah,
They changed the
right?
shit.
Remember
Dude.
Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Jackson now.
What with this instant rollout bullshit, dog? Come on with this instant rollout bullshit, dog. Like, that's so fucking gay. Jesus.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Block. Bang, right there. Bang.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Baltimore, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.